Yes, lads, it's that time of the year again. June 1st, Champions League final. In Wembley, Real Madrid versus BVB Dortmund. Now, your neutral will look at this and say, oh, let's write off Dortmund. That's what they've been doing every round. Every pundit, every YouTuber has been saying, oh, Dortmund, they're going to lose against Atletico. They're going to lose against PSG. They didn't lose, guys. They're here for a reason. They're not a bad side. But, as you can see, right over there, right there, I'm a Madridista. Madrid, baby. We don't lose European finals. We have to win this. This will be for 15, Jude Bellingham's first Champions League. It's Real Madrid heritage. We must win. This will not be an easy game, however. Dortmund are a very well-coached side. Edin Terzic is a very underrated manager. He's got some X factors like Jadon Sancho. Hummels has been playing very well, but I can't see how they beat us. It'll be an interesting game to watch. I think we will have majority of the possession. I would love to see a Jude goal in the final. That would just top off an excellent season that he's had for us. I just hope that there's no refereeing decisions that mess it up, because, you know, in these high pressure games, referees tend to make mistakes. I think we will set up with our normal lineup. However, Tchouaméni is injured, unfortunately, but that's okay. We can bring in Camavinga, that's fine. I think we start Nacho. The reports he's going to move to MLS after the season. He's our captain. I think that he will be the one to start. Militao hasn't looked good since he came back from injury. Rudiger, of course, starts. Carvajal, of course, starts. Lunin or Courtois, that's a tough one. I personally would stick with Lunin because he's part of the reason why we're in the final in the first place. But I probably think Ancelotti will go for Courtois. He's been performing quite well in the last couple games, but I just feel it's quite harsh on Lunin. Left back has to be The Rock, Mendy. Midfield, midfield is obvious. Toni Kroos, last ever game for Real Madrid, has to play. Camavinga normally would be on the bench, but Tchouaméni is still injured, it looks like. Valverde must start. What a player. He's the legs of our team. We need him. He needs to have a good game. Front three, it's obvious. Vinny, Rodrigo, Bellingham, don't even have to mention it. Dortmund are quite good defensively, and they can hit us on the counter, which is the only thing I can see them doing to break us down. But typically we're quite good at defending on transition, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I really think that we can handle it. However, they are a very well-oiled team. And as we know, it's not always the superstars that win games. You saw that PSG side with Neymar, Mbappe, Messi. They didn't win anything except for a few domestic trophies. My prediction for the game, I'm going to go for the last 4 years in a row has been a 1-0 scoreline in the final. I think that's going to change this year. I'm going to go for, our defense has been really good this year, but do we keep a clean sheet? I'm going to go for 2-0. 2-0 Madrid, game, set, match. Now let's talk about Dortmund. Obviously, I'm going to be biased. I'm a Madrid fan. So I don't know all too much about Dortmund, not as much as I know about Real. However, I do know Dortmund have been beaten this Champions League season. We have not been beaten. So there's that. Royce will be playing his last game for Dortmund. What a great career he has had. Always seemed to score against us. Especially in that 2012 campaign, always brought me a headache, even when I was little. Hopefully he's probably going to come off the bench, but hopefully we can keep him quiet. Dortmund's pace on the counterattack is going to be scary. Karim Adeyemi, rapid player, very good. Got a lot about him. Daniel Malin, also very fast. And if they want to play more of a hold-up striker, they can bring in Füllkrug, who has been doing well for them. That's the only way I see them hurting us, though, is on set pieces, because we're not great at defending set pieces on the counter. But other than that, I think we're good. They're not going to break us down with possession or anything like that. We just need to be careful on the transition. Everybody who doesn't support Real Madrid will be supporting Dortmund. This is nothing new. Barcelona fans Every season they buy Manchester City jerseys, Dortmund jerseys, Bayern jerseys. Whoever we're playing, they buy their jersey. And that's the mentality of a loser club. But that's okay. If that's gonna be their trophy, is rooting against us, it makes it all the more sweeter when we come out on top. Another storyline that has gone under the radar somewhat is Jude Bellingham. Obviously, we signed him from Dortmund last summer. He's come in and immediately had an impact on the squad. And now he's playing in the Champions League final against his former club. That's an incredible storyline. Also, near the end of his stint at Dortmund, I remember there being reports that he was falling out with the other players in the squad. They were not up to his standard, like they didn't have that winning mentality. And Jude was very visibly upset with that because he's a winner. So this would be a good way to get back at them for, not accepting that winning mentality of his. Funnily enough, there was a clause included in the deal with Jude Bellingham that if he won the Champions League, Real Madrid would have to pay Dortmund an extra 20 million. So if Dortmund loses, they get an extra 20 million. If they win, then they won the Champions League. So either way, they're getting something out of this game, which is funny to think about. To conclude, I just think that Real Madrid is far too experienced in this competition with players who have won it multiple times. I don't think we will lose this game. They are very inexperienced. I believe that will get us over the line. But I don't think it'll be a blowout like a few people are predicting. Again, my prediction is 2-0, which is a respectable score, but you still lost. So, all right, guys. Saturday, June 1st. What a way to start off the summer. Champions League final. Make sure you're rooting for the right team. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and subscribe and drop a like. We've got more content coming out. We're going to be bringing out some Euros predictions and other content around that. What a tournament, by the way. I love the Euros. Copa America, might drop a few videos on that if you guys want to see it. I'm almost done with my injury, so we're going to be getting some IRL football content coming in soon. About 2 weeks before I can start training again. I had a surgery 6 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago. So stay tuned, we got a lot of content coming. Make sure you subscribe. All right, guys, in a bit.